What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So here's another video I wanted to do, which is the maxed out Extreme Z Awakened Kid Gohan that came out on JP, so I switched over to my main account, and this is what he looks like maxed out. So he's a Namek Saga category lead, plus 3 key HP attack defense by 77%, and also for strength type, plus 2 key HP attack defense by 30%. So you're definitely seeing an improvement on his leader skill. Now in terms of the super attack, he does provide an attack boost of 20% for all allies, as well as supreme damage. Now he does have the nuking passive of increasing, I think, attack and defense by 13%. And then for every rainbow key collected, he's going to provide another 7% toward attack, as well as plus 2 key. So he falls into 2 categories, Namek Saga and Hybrid Saiyans. He's got some decent link skills like Z Fighters and like Sun Family and whatever, but I didn't have enough time to read through it, but it's pretty straightforward stuff. So this is the team I went with as basically a mono strength team, and basically chose characters that linked the best with him, especially with the Z Fighters link. I think it was the main one I kind of looked at. So the Spirit Bomb Goku definitely provides a pretty good setup with that. So yeah, let's see how he does here against the new event. So 880,000 on, you know, the newest Dokkan event. That's pretty decent output overall. So he technically is, you know, very, I wouldn't say very easy, but he's fairly easy to get. I went through the extreme, you know, Z battle for 30 rounds, not even really strategizing really. I mean, I went with pretty much a fusions team and just plowed through it really. I didn't really struggle that much with that. So alright, so for this one, he's going to be collecting a bunch of keys, so let's see how that impacts the output. Looks to be about 211,000 so far, and he's not sharing a link with Goku, but, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, 1.3 million, so definitely getting up there, and 1.46 million, that's definitely respectable figures right there. And you know, even though he had to collect a bunch of key for that, you know, that's actually not too bad. I mean, you could bring, you know, orb changing characters and whatnot. So, you know, it doesn't have to be, I don't think it really has to be strength key. It can be any type key. So, you know, you could strategize that way too. And, you know, I was going to do a showcase on this guy with the Namek Saga category, but the cards are definitely limited with that, so I definitely just decided to just go with the more visibly transparent of his output in a strength team. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put him up at front, and yeah, this is going to be against Gogeta, so his defense is pretty decent. So let's see how he does against that. And you saw that he only took 30 in damage as well, so his defense also goes up quite a bit. So I mean, 546,000 is not bad, and he's providing a hell of an advantage, as in the ability to tank. You know what I mean? So, all right. Unfortunately, I forgot to start recording here, but let's go ahead and see how he does here. I thought he was going to go into Dokkan mode, but he didn't, unfortunately, so let's just go ahead and see how he does. You know, thinking back on it, I should have put him up in the beginning so he could tank a little bit, but, you know, right there, 1.4 million in criticals, definitely a decent output. And like I said, the Extreme Z battle isn't too difficult. I mean, you could probably go in with a, you know, mono strength team and kind of go through it fairly easily. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's a lot. The best way to put it is it was a lot easier than the past couple of Z battles, like a lot easier. Alright, so 612,000 here against Broly, and hitting for about 800,000 with type advantage, so certainly not bad. And I'm wondering, right, since he's got a decent output for or not output, but leader skill for the Namek Saga category. I'm wondering if they're actually going to release like a godly type for that category or not. You know, personally, I think it's about damn time that Piccolo gets one hell of an upgrade on a leader skill type of, you know, card. You know, Piccolo is one of my favorite characters, so, you know, I would certainly like to see more love shown to him about that, you know. Alright, so finally about to get into Dokkan mode here, and collected a decent amount of ki. So looking to be about 223,000 in potential, and then obviously once the SA kicks in, it'll be much higher, so we'll see how he does. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like 2 mil, something like that. It depends if he gets a critical or not, I think. But let's see how he does. It's climbed up to about 1.45 million, so it's certainly achievable to get 2 million. Well, that definitely exceeded my expectations. All right, so 5 million total in damage with Dokkan mode. That is pretty good. All right, let's switch it up and do it against a tougher boss, I guess. Since Paragas really wasn't that strong of a card or enemy, you know, it's not really a realistic perspective on his damage potential, I guess. But let's go ahead and change some ki here, and he should be able to collect a decent amount, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, close to about 90% of the field is converted over, so that jumps him up to about 211, which is funny because I've been seeing that number a lot. I don't know if it's coincidental or not, but all right. So defense definitely went up as well. You saw the defense level at about 105,000, so that is actually very good defense. Alright, let's see how he does with the damage output. So about 1.37 million. And without critical, right along a million. So even with that, I mean, that's for, you know, obviously I had to use items, but that's certainly respectable output. Alright, he didn't collect that much ki, so he's not getting that much of a passive boost here. So let's go ahead and see, you know, what his potential is here. Alright, so about 720, and then type advantage hitting for about 2 mil, so I mean, still pretty good output. You know, granted this is a much weaker enemy, it's still very respectable to be able to hit figures like that. Alright, this is going to be against the intelligence type cooler, and let's see how he does. And I apologize in advance that you're seeing a lot of the Spirit Bomb Goku. I made sure not to do supers with him, but you know, he really shares Link skills the best amongst the guys here, so that's kind of why I went with it. I thought about introducing, or not introducing, but including Kappa on here for that 40%, but you know, since I already did that heavily with the LR Vegeta Blue, well, actually, I know why. Because I don't have him on my JP account. That's exactly why. Alright. So, this is type disadvantage, and, you know, he did okay. Not anything incredible, but, you know, it's type advantage. So, alright, let's switch it up. We got type advantage again, and we're going to boost it up by 25% in attack. So, about 170 so far. Didn't get much of a increase from the passive nuke ability. So let's see how he does. And yeah, I should have put him up front just to show how much he could tank. Alright, so 1.1 million so far, and then let's see how much he actually hits for. 1.4 with the critical against Cooler is actually pretty good. So definitely not bad for a free to play. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.